Well, you've been in the rocking scene for quite a while. How did you get started with music, and was it always that type of music?
I was brought up on classical music. My mum and dad are big classical fans, and I rebelled, and I heard Elvis and rock and roll, and that was it. I was gone, and I've loved it ever since. But I enjoy all sorts of music, even classical.
Even classical, even though you were painfully,
When you get older,
mistreated?
you realise that your mum and dad weren't talking complete shit. It's good stuff. But rock and roll, rockabilly is my baby, really, my favourite thing. Yeah.
You founded Paul Ansell's Number 9 in 1993, right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
You've had several lineup changes, but you always did kind of your thing, and you always kept going and entertained people.
How much do I?
What's your big secret apart from being, Mr. Charismatic himself?
I don't really think about it. I just try and be myself, and hope that people enjoy my music, and the way that I am is who I am. So hopefully, you don't have to work hard at pretending to be something. Okay. You just be yourself and hope that people enjoy.
So what keeps you, go on and on and on? Did you never think of quitting and doing something else, or did you ever do something else?
I've done a few things along the way, but I really get a thrill from giving people entertainment, for making people enjoy the show is a very satisfying feeling. So it's like a drug. You get addicted to performing, and the feeling from the audience is something that is an addiction. If you don't have it in your life, you miss it. So
it's a good version of addiction, let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's a reasonably safe addiction, yeah.
You've played with a lot of original artists. I know some of them are your friends. And do you think, well, let's put it this way, which one was the most amazing to play with, and is there still somebody missing you would like to play with?
Scotty Moore was the most amazing experience of my life.
Who was your best man, I think?
He was my best man at my wedding, and he's a beautiful guy, and this was for me the pinnacle of my career. Also, I've worked with Reggie Young and Bob Moore, Dave Briggs. I've worked with wonderful people, but Scotty, for me, I'm an Elvis fan. He's the greatest, my greatest moment.
Okay. Last time I talked to you, that was at the other festival, I Sold My Soul for Rock and Roll. I asked you after the show, isn't it hard to play songs like, for example, Red Light, over and over and over again, but people still love it, they go crazy about it. And you just answered, I wish I had written it myself. How hard is it to write a track like that? And is there an artist or a song that you think should never be covered?
If you put your own version on something, then I think it gives you, you have the right maybe to do a cover of anything. But Red Light is a song that is loved by many people. And because of those people, I'm here. So you always play that record for them, because they got me here. Yeah. So it's like my, it's become like my song, but it's not my song. I didn't write it, but a lot of people
only know it from you.
Yes, so I keep playing it. When people stop asking me to play it, I stop playing it. But I get asked still, so you have to do it. You have to please your fans.
Of course.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the only way to do it. All three of them. Yay! You've played more than once at the Walldorf Weekender. What's so special about this festival?
You get a lovely audience. The people that come here are lovely. They're fun-loving and they like to party. And Andy, he's been doing these shows, Andy Vidder, for many years. I've known him for 25, 30 years. And he knows how to run a show. And his heart's in the right place, and he does what he says he's going to do. So you can relax when you're here. You know you're going to get fed, and you know you're going to get a hotel. And he's a professional guy, and he puts a good show on. So it's a special weekender, I think. Yeah.
It definitely is. Yeah. You put out a whole lot of records, like records also recorded in Memphis, in the United States. What can we expect in the near future from you? Is there a record coming up?
I'm thinking of one, maybe a best of number 9 album, or
Just put Red Light on it. And
just 15 versions of Red Light. And I have a few ideas, but nothing for definite at the moment. Just a few ideas running around my head, but I'm not in a rush. The rock and roll scene is a small scene, and if you put too much of yourself out there, people get bored of you. You know? So it's good to have a few years gap, and then think of something a little bit fresh and a little bit different, and then maybe bring it out.
Cool. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
My pleasure. Thank you for interviewing me, and
My
for
pleasure.
Andy for booking me, and I hope you got a good song to show the people.
I bet we have.
One where my guitar's actually on my neck.
Where it should be.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Thank you, Paul.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
My pleasure.